Hi everyone. This week on Story Behind My Song, I'm going to be focusing on my song Power of Christ. This is one of my favorite songs that I've ever written, and the music video for it is also one of my favorites. Many of you have shared that this is a favorite of yours as well. One interesting aspect about this song is, some of my songs came all together, lyrics and music all at once, but some of them sort of evolved over time. And this song started out, it was actually two separate songs joined together. One of them going all the way back to, it's probably the oldest song that I've written in this sense, way back when I was a correctional officer once upon a time in a prison. I worked on the mental health unit of that institution, and it was really the catalyst that led me into making a career path change and going back to school and getting into the mental health field, because I wanted to be on the side of things that was helping people heal and get better, and not just on the security side of things. But when I was a correctional officer, there was a lot of downtime, and so that was when I first began writing song lyrics or poetry, and this song was born, the latter part of this song was born during that time and just kind of got tucked away over time. And then when I was writing my first album, Champions, I unearthed these old lyrics and added a chorus to them, and it became this song, Power of Christ. The music video, like I said, is one of my favorites. The performance section of it was filmed at Rock Garden Studios in Appleton, Wisconsin, and the animation section of it was created by an artist, Christopher Powers, who is the artist behind Full of Eyes. And if you've never gotten into his work, I highly recommend checking out his website, fullofeyes.com. He's a very talented pastor who makes Christian-inspired animations, and I think they're just breathtaking. So very thankful to him for lending his talents to the music video. I'm gonna read the lyrics before I share the music video with you here and hone in on one specific section of them. The overarching message of the song is that of defiance to any enemies that we might be facing in our lives. So starting out, now I'm free from fear of my enemies. Keep slinging your bullets, do your worst to me. You can spit in my face, try knocking me out, kick me while I'm down on the ground. All your sticks and stones don't mean a thing, 'cause I've got a power in me, like nothing that you've ever seen. Just humble yourself and believe. That's all you need to unleash the power of Jesus. And any evil lurking at night is swallowed up in his light. Not even death can defeat the power of Christ in me. So to all you bullies, every ancient beast, you can try to keep spreading your animosity, but the higher you climb and the harder you fall, someday you'll learn love conquers all. Lock me in your cage and I will break free, 'cause I've got a power in me like nothing that you've ever seen. Just humble yourself and believe. That's all you need to unleash the power of Jesus. And every evil lurking at night is swallowed up in his light. Not even death can defeat the power of Christ in me. God, to you all glory. I tremble at the sound of your name most holy. Praise to you abound. All alone, I'm nothing, destined for the tomb. But all I need is one thing, the hope I have in you. 'Cause I've got a power in me, through Christ the risen King. Just humble yourself and believe. That's all you need to unleash the power of Jesus. And every evil lurking at night is swallowed up in his light. Not even death can defeat the power of Christ in me. When my body's crumbling and I've reached the end, like a phoenix flying high, so I'll rise again. So the overarching message, as I said, is that of defiance against our enemies, because we have the power of Christ in us. When we follow Christ, he fills us up. And I'll start with the outro section of the song. When my body's crumbling and I've reached the end, like a phoenix flying high, so I'll rise again. Using the imagery of a phoenix, which is a bird that rises from the ashes. And even though that's a mythical symbol, it's a reality for all of those who follow Christ. In the end, all the valley of dry bones and all those who've died in the Lord will be raised to life through Christ, the first fruit of heaven. The last section I want to focus on before I transition into sharing the music video with you all is verse 2. says, "So to all you bullies, every ancient beast, you can try to keep spreading your animosity." And, you know, we face really two main sorts of enemies. There's the snake in your neighbor's heart, and I've learned very painfully that Satan, or those who are entertaining the temptation or the snake in their hearts and acting like self-serving satanic demons, often come to us not as an ugly beast, but in very angelic looking faces. And one of the greatest evils that I've experienced in the not too distant past is from so-called leaders of faith, people who claim to be ambassadors for Christ, but were acting in self-serving satanic ways. And not just that, they were doing it in the guise of protection. They were pretending like they were doing things out of goodwill, but really just serving their own motivations. And that's really dark for many reasons, not the least of which is because using hateful lies to tear down your brother or sister, but also taking God's name in vain and pretending to be making those satanic choices in the guise of protection. Really, really evil satanic stuff. But there's not just the snake in our neighbor's heart that we need to be concerned with. In fact, the one that we should be the most concerned with is the snake in our own hearts. This life is a time of grace to learn to tame the beast of our free will, and any of us can act as adversaries. Any of us can embody that animating spirit of satanic evil when we choose to go our own way and serve our own will, rather than that of the community at large and putting God in the top spot. So may we all humble ourselves, as the song suggests, and put our will aside and put God first and His will, and serve our brother and sister second. And that's the way that we can all find our way back to the promised land. The promised land of heaven will be like that in Eden before the fall, where we lived in perfect communion with God and with each other before Adam and Eve chose to serve their own satanic wills and make themselves adversaries. God makes all things new, and that year of Jubilee is coming very, very soon. And last thing, speaking of Jubilee, that is the final song that I'm leading up to here with all of the stories behind my previous songs. I'm incredibly excited to share this final recording with you. I think it might be my favorite. I've said that about some other songs, but I'm really excited about this one. It's coming together very well, working on the recording right now. Again, I'm just so excited to share it with all of you, and it's my gift to God, and truly feel like a gift He's given to me, and I can't wait to share it with all of you. So I pray that all of you are well, and please enjoy my song and music video for Power of Christ. Fear of my enemies, keep slinging your bullets, do your worst to me. You can spit in my face, try knocking me out, kick me while I'm down on the ground. All your sticks and stones don't mean a thing, 'cause I've got a power in me like nothing you ever seen. That's all you need to unleash the power of Jesus. And every evil lurking at night is swallowed up in His light. Not even death can defeat the power of Christ in me.
keep spreading your animosity. But the higher you climb and the harder you fall, someday the love conquers all. Lock me in your cage and I will break free. 'Cause I've got a power in me like nothing that you'll ever see. Just humble yourself and believe. That's all you need to unleash the power of Jesus. And every evil lurking at night is swallowed up in His light. Not even death can defeat the power of Christ in me. God, to you all glory. I tremble at the sound of your name most holy. Praise to you above. All alone I'm nothing, destined for the tomb. But all I need is one thing, the hope I have in you. 'Cause I've got a power in me through Christ the risen King. Just humble yourself and believe. That's all you need to unleash the power of Jesus. Every evil lurking at night is swallowed up in His light. Not even death can defeat the power of Christ in